Siema, z tej strony Nazwi Baddies, gramy Thaumaturge, cudotwórcę, jak zwał, tak zwał, my wiemy o co chodzi, tak, idziemy z tym koksem. Wczoraj mieliśmy nieprzyjemne spotkanie z, no co tu dużo mówić, z żydowskim golemem, niewiadomego pochodzenia, tak czy inaczej nasz przyjaciel Żyd powiedział, że nie wie co to za golem, więc na pewno nie jest winny, tak, tego, chociaż on jest też taumatą, więc pewnie znalazłby inny sposób na zbycie się szurskiego niż wysyłanie golema. Tak czy inaczej, zobaczymy co nas teraz czeka.
I have to get out of the port. Something's happened on the pier.
You think we didn't hear you? Now shut your trap or you'll get the police on our asses.
Yeah, we paid them not to see us, but not enough to ignore these kinds of shenanigans.
And what else are you gonna tell them, moron? Your home address? Shut it and pack up.
Ciekawe, czy na golema działają salutory? Chyba nie. Łódka jest wypełniona paczkami. A to ci przemytnicy, tak? Czy nas zabiorą? Możliwość ucieczki. O!
Sound of a fuck up? Shouldn't we check it out?
Like hell we should. They don't pay me enough for that. You! Stop! Papers, please.
I thought I wouldn't have to resort to this, but since you insist.
Of course, sir. We are sorry. Go right ahead.
Czekaj, jak długo ta sztuczka będzie działać. A, sporo czasu posiedziałem w ustawieniach graficznych, więc... Kurwa, akurat pochwaliłem. Więc może będzie lepiej. Nawet mnie trochę, bo mam dużo większe wymagania niż zalecane są. Więc nawet mnie trochę kusi, żeby poprawić trochę grafikę. Chociaż żeby tekstury były ładne. Czytałem na Steamie różne rzeczy, wiecie, żeby... Bo chciałbym skończyć tę grę, tak? Uparłem się. O, będzie bójka zaraz. Ale widziałem, że nawet ludzie z RTX-ami 4000 mają problemy. No i dupa, nie uda się przejść. A czemu oni nas zaatakowali? No i znało coś nie tak. Normalnie gra działa, tylko miejscami tak się wrzuci na strasznie. Nie powinien dwóch zabić teraz? No, pancerz ma, dlatego przeżył. Tutaj jest zamknięte. Coś tu jest zamkniętego. Mi się udało, nie udało się.
Don't even think of reaching for your magic. Vanya's pistol has a very sensitive trigger.
The second he moves, I'll blow his brains out, Chief.
Chief,
Let's do our best not to have Vanya shoot you in the head. All right? All you have to do is tell us where Svetlana Petrovna is.
I'm running to a phone. There's been an accident. I think the pier collapsed.
Was Svetlana Rumyantseva there?
There must be some mistake, Chief.
Chief.
Steak was beating up my brother.
A który to?
You did seriously rough up my men.
A, tam!
You can hand over the ID too. He won't need it anymore.
Kurde.
Svetlana. We've got to find her, Victor.
I'm running to a phone.
To też było.
We know you helped Rumyantseva escape. I told you, he had no secrets from me. I was helping him. I'm running out of patience. Where is she?
And what do the secret police want from her?
That woman was a Gordian knot. I know that she spent years compiling all sorts of compromising material against the Tsars.
O, to trzeba je ukryć.
She was a traitor. We were observing her, but she managed to get everything out of her apartment. I need to know if her knowledge could
Oby.
the security of the nation.
As far as I know, all Svetlana's secrets went with her to the bottom of the Vistula.
Should we take him to the Citadel, Chief?
No, Vanya. We'll finish this here.
O? Co to za gra jest?
Why did you help Svetlana?
You first. Why did you kill him?
I never liked him. And he shouldn't know so much. Why did you help Svetlana?
It was purely business. Her freedom in exchange for information.
And? Did she tell you what you wanted?
Yes. Quid pro quo, Chief. Where's my father's grimoire?
Look for it in Stanislav's circle of old friends. People who could take advantage of a missing grimoire.
Thaumaturges. Do you know who they are? Where I can find them?
No. But, once you do, don't neglect to inform me.
Co on gra?
And watch out. They're very dangerous people.
Nie żeby ze mną było inaczej.
I need to get out of here.
Ale Morgany dalej nie przechwyciliśmy. Co to za znacznik? A, to ja. Brawo, Adix, brawo. O, Port Praski, nowa lokacja. Siostra wkurzy się za to, że tyle kupujemy za jej pieniądze?
We've been waiting.
O,
I'm afraid I was boring your charming sister with my chatter.
Oh, nonsense. I'll leave you two alone.
You look tired. Is everything all right? Do you need my help?
How do you know my address?
People in Warsaw know who the Szulskis are. You're quiet this evening. Did something happen?
Kiepen.
This has been an especially difficult night for me.
Is everything all right with Svetlana?
Why do you ask?
You two left without saying goodbye. Did something happen?
I saw a... Yes, and it turned out to be a very real saluter. A material one. I didn't think that was even possible.
And what does it have to do with Svetlana?
I'm afraid Svetlana is dead.
I was afraid of this. Did the Golem kill her?
You could say that. The Golem sank her boat by collapsing the roof over the pier. Svetlana intended to live off of selling other people's secrets.
Secrets can be deadly. Do you want to know what she shared with me?
I'm intrigued.
The question is, can you bear the burden that she also carried?
I've really got a lot on my shoulders. My father's secrets, his lover's death, the Ochrana, and now a Golem. I think I can bear this too, if it lets me get rid of the other problems. Can you say which secret of Svetlana's you mean? She had a whole chest full of them.
That wasn't in the chest. And now it's only in my memory.
Will you tell me what this is about?
Not here, no. Get some rest first. At our next meeting, at the Naryzinskis. It's safe there, for now.
Will you ever let me in on the secret?
For now, I don't want to risk it. I don't even want to talk about it here. That your sister can remain uninvolved. One more question. Might this Golem cause you any trouble?
I'm sure I'll find out soon.
I think we need to have a word. How do you know people like this, Rasputin?
How long was he here?
He arrived shortly before you did. Unexpectedly, he scared Grażyna.
No, taki Rasputin.
Him in the salon so that he wouldn't go wandering through the house.
What were you talking about before I interrupted you?
What difference does it make? About... Strange. I don't remember even.
Sometimes he has that effect on people.
What kind of person is he?
He's that miracle worker I was writing to you about. The one who helped me return to my senses.
Not completely, I think. Given that you brought him with you.
He just came to see me. I owe him a lot.
It looks like he knows you better than I do.
Were you eavesdropping at the door again?
I did that once, almost 20 years ago. Besides, I live here. Or so I thought.
It's my house too, isn't it?
I want to know who comes into our house.
Niech będzie, że jest przyjacielem.
Ollie is a good friend of mine. I owe him my life. He can visit me whenever he likes.
With friends like that, looking for enemies sounds like a pointless bother. First Niedzic, now a gloomy hermit. And ladies of the night have started hanging around outside the windows. Are they also friends of yours?
Who are those women?
Whores, Victor. Prostitutes. Women of easy virtue, daughters of Corinth. Courtesans. I've been seeing two girls around here recently. They stand out,
Uwaga, i dzikich.
peek into our window.
Przepraszam. Ej.
Ligia, I'm really dead on my feet, but there's one more thing we need to have a word about.
I wonder what I don't know yet.
Did you know that someone sent a golem after our family?
A golem? The kind from Jewish legends?
This one was very real. It destroyed half the port while it was trying to kill me.
Portu Praga? Are you alright?
Ojej.
I was tracing Father's missing grimoire. Someone sent a golem after him. And now that person is trying to find us, too.
Why?
That's what I have to find out. Was there anyone who very openly disliked Father?
More than you?
Touché. Did he know some sort of Thaumaturge who might have been out for revenge, or did he mention a coterie to you at any point? Did he meet up with other Thaumaturges?
As far as close friends, I think you already know that's a dead end. And he never introduced a Thaumaturge to me.
Czy tego Golema już przesłuchaliśmy? Czemu to jest niewyszerzone?
How long have you known your chief?
What does that matter?
So you knew he worked for the Ochrana?
Yes. You'd have found in the end anyway, but he asked me not to tell you right away.
I understand that each of us has various relationships we're tangled up in. But I think we should start talking about them more often.
Agreed. I'll only add that a contact like him is very useful in business.
I'm guessing he knows how to arrange contacts for you. I'm sure he often invites you to all sorts of soirees and receptions, right?
I don't always accept. It seems like we've each got our own miracle worker. I know who he is, and I treat him very cautiously. Plus, we've already established that you don't report to me about your acquaintances. Besides, it was Papa who introduced him to me all those years ago. What's the real reason we're talking about Konieczkin?
Did Konieczkin know?
Rozmowa prowadzi donikąd.
Ever since you left to live with Mother in Paris. Someone clearly had to clean up after you and Abaurice. Maybe there's no point in dwelling on the past.
I saw him once more at Portu Praskiego.
And what was he doing there? Does he have anything to do with the Golem?
He was actually interested in Svetlana.
Explain, please, how you can be so sure.
I helped Svetlana. She wanted to flee the country.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Do you know what forces you're playing with? You know full well who she is.
Who she was.
Sorry?
Svetlana is dead. She was just setting off on a lovely voyage when Golem appeared and... Svetlana is dead.
No nie wiadomo, czy nie żyje.
They'll put us both in prison. What will become of us?
What about Uncle Sasha? He's always eager to help.
It's too risky to arrange this through family. And morally dubious. I'm afraid this is outside his purview.
Don't worry, nothing will happen to us. I'll make sure of it.
How will you do that?
I think Rasputin will be able to help.
Your magic monk? Yes, he certainly comes across as a genuine altruist. You're allegedly dead on your feet, Victor. Maybe it's time for bed.
You haven't
To
experienced...
też było.
You think there's any way I'd have
Look, why don't we leave this con...
I agree. Good night.
Drugi akt. Już miała chyba ten pamiętnik. O!
It looks familiar, and yet different. Well, well. Is this a dream? to get out of here.
Fool.
The devil himself.
Blind fool.
Well, what don't I see? Maybe you could give me an answer this time.
What don't you know?
Why is the Golem pursuing our blood? You've not just put me in danger, but Liga as well. Who did you hurt so much that the Golem was aiming to? Hold on. It succeeded, didn't it? That's what killed you. That's what made the building fall on you. Why did you let a rat like Konieczkin into our home? Now he's dogging Liga and me. Were you working for him? Did you start informing on your customers for him?
A fool's theory.
Who inflicted this punishment on you? What for? And how the hell do I lift it?
Everything I've done.
Was with your children in mind. I've heard it all before. For our good, I know. Thanks a lot. I didn't ask you for anything. Certainly not for someone like Konieczkin to cover for me. I didn't make you get into bed with him. Are you finally going to say something?
You've wasted your time. I left you all the answers. You just have to find them.
Where am I supposed to look for them? In the Black Grimoire, which I nearly got from you? In that case, where is it? Who was it? Your friends? Your coterie that you hid even from your lover? Who are they? What were you planning?
You possess everything I had. I've left you everything you need.
Come back here! I'm not finished with you yet!
Wiktor Szulski i jego relacja z ojcem. Po łakocie do jagódki. To może najpierw telefon. Znowu Rasputin?
Krajewska's bathhouse. Wiktoriusz speaking.
Szulski? This is Pielewin.
I was waiting for your call, Commissioner. Go on.
They released Kajetan in the morning.
O, Morgana.
I cleared him of all the charges, but he doesn't really care.
How did the fisherman's, I mean Clara's case end?
That's covered with investigative secrecy.
I see. And what about... Hello?
Look who's up. Sleeping Beauty. Have some coffee. In the morning, Grażynka brews it strong. Unless we're still arguing.
Forgive me for yesterday. Warsaw was getting to me.
Yes, I know the feeling. And I don't want to quarrel with you either. We'd be better off focusing on the obstacles ahead of us. Maybe I'll talk to Konieczka.
I była kłótnia, już nie przesadzajmy.
Offer us a deal with the devil.
For now, I'm just thinking out loud. I thought about what you were saying yesterday. those strange phenomena related to the golem. Once, when I was taking a carriage to the store, the horse took fright. First it reared, then it started kicking, and after a moment it froze and dropped dead on the cobblestones. But it was already old. Could that have been the golem?
That I don't know yet.
Does that mean we might be in danger?
I don't know how long it took the golem to reach Father. He only found me in Warsaw that one time. I don't know how he works.
I can't believe Father didn't know that either. There must be something in his office. Anything.
Maybe.
Is there any other way you could find out?
I had a dream about Father.
Me too. Right after he died. He was soothing me with my favorite lullaby.
First he insulted me, and then blood poured down his face.
Very funny. Do you see him often in your dreams?
This was only the second time. I hope there will be more. It's been a long time since I was quarantined in the hospital. They're not ordinary dreams. They're very realistic visions. I talk to him, I ask questions, but I can't understand his answers.
Why don't we focus on real life?
Has anything been reported about Portu Praga?
I've been keeping an eye out, but nothing yet. But Svetlana's disappearance won't go unnoticed for long. Hyenas like fresh corpses.
I know that you're still sorting through things there, but I really have to visit our store in Mirów.
I'm basically done, and I was planning to go there now after breakfast. Will you join me?
Look through all of Father's things in the store. Everything he left behind.
All right, let's go.
Nowa miejscówka. Ja, nowe dzielnice się pokażą. Antyki, sztuka.
Not much has changed here.
Just the sign. Or maybe the owner.
That's right. Now it's your kingdom.
I don't think queens dig through columns of numbers, exotic names, addresses, and consignment notes. Or scold customers who don't know the difference between powdered skull and powdered mummy. Have you developed an interest in the family business?
Actually, what is the difference between mummy powder and skull powder?
Skull powder is powder from a skull. You use it to make an extract for apoplexy and bleeding. Thomas Willis, a pioneer of brain research, had a habit of adding it to his hot chocolate. Powdered mummy is an oil. Egyptian mummies are covered in a dark substance that's a mixture of embalming fluids and organic fluids from the body of the deceased. This hardened human resin has to be scraped off the mummy and made into an oil. It helps with wounds, rashes, sore throats, and dizziness.
It sounds like that substance is bitumen. And there are easy ways of getting it than scraping mummies.
That might be. But our customers prefer scraped mummies. Unless you're considering diversifying our selection.
This conversation has convinced me even more that Father left the business in the right hands.
I have to take care of the inventory. Try not to make more of a mess than there already is.
Spoko. O ile szeptów. O, klienci tu są. Abraham Chorowic. Jakiś brzmi jak Żyd.
What is this?
The photograph, Victor. A marvelous invention. Father was very fond of them.
I meant what father has on his face. That smile. I'm sure someone he disliked had just died.
Did you want something, or are you here to joke around?
The guy next to father. That's Hayat, right?
Yes, he's just younger, Victor. That's how photographs work, you know. They stop time and place. I can also see here that they were friends. But a year ago, that ended and they stopped working together.
Yes, you mentioned it recently.
It's a shame Papa never said why.
Could Hayat have wanted our father to die? Could he have sent the golem after him?
I think you'll have to ask him. I heard that he bought out one of the 2 rundown laundries here in Mirov, not too far away. You're welcome.
Thank you. When was this picture taken?
Who knows, a quarter century ago? You two look more and more alike.
I'm taking another look around.
Znowu golem?
Is that?
Yes. I'll take a quick look around.
Be careful. On my way.
Już chyba wszystko. Przez nią coś mam do przegadania.
I wanted to talk to you about a certain university.
Has anything strange happened lately?
A cup fell from the table and someone stumbled while crossing the doorstep.
Most likely common clumsiness. That's...
And some plaster fell from the ceiling, but that's probably because something was passing by. Anything else?
The store looks better than I remembered. More human.
I've sort
Ale 2 dla ojca po śmierci.
keeping the monkey brains, prepared corpses, and potency ointments just in the catalog now, so mothers can come here with their kids.
Do you want to be better than father?
People look at a businesswoman strangely, so I intend to prove to them that I'm better than businessmen. I'm doing my best.
What's this mysterious university?
I'm giving a lecture at the Flying University. It's a very informal educational initiative, not to say secret. And an important one, especially for women who can get an education from us, which they are legally prohibited from doing under the partition. I'd like you to come with me.
What's the lecture about?
The economic aspect of the woman's question. I've gathered some interesting data and managed to get some great sources from France and England. Come on. Those 2 brain cells you still have will appreciate a break from booze and trouble. Come with me.
Of course I will go. I will be honored.
No questions or bargaining? Who are you and what have you done to my brother?
If it's important to you, there's no need to persuade me.
Zwłaszcza, że płaci za wszystko, co wykombinuje.
The university is meeting in the antiquarian bookshop across the... Which brings us to the most important thing. Everyone brings something, and the best donut is filled with...
Ja to wybrał z wiśnią, bo lubię kwaśne.
With cherry.
So the argument continues. Get those donuts, will you?
I'll see what I can do.
Ale gra mi każe wyjść, to co ja mam przeszukiwać? A, gabinet! Dobra, już rozumiem. Durny jestem. My tu mamy. Sztówkę. Nowa lokacja, tak? Zbieranie poszlaki. I z tym Mordechajem możemy pogadać. Zróbmy taką biegówę szybko naokoło. O właśnie. List. A to ten brydż, co dostałem, ten questik. Znowu coś mamy tu.
To tell me, friend.
A. Upyr. Znowu mamy questik z nim.
And the teacher said, Victor, is the right here in the classroom with us right now? I almost pissed myself.
Laugh all you want, but I really can't see it. I can't help it.
Victor, promise me that the whispers of these salutors of yours won't turn you into a cynic like your...
O! Chciałem przesłuchać do końca. Zniknęło. Nie widziałem ich w ogóle.
You'll see! My Uper will order you to eat your...
Tam jest.
I'm telling Mom, all you Thaumaturges are crazy.
Czy już tutaj nie byłem wcześniej? Nie, nie byłem tu.
I've been carrying it with me for half a lifetime. I remember there was someone else here. He wasn't happy. He thought I wasn't ready yet.
Drugi salutor. Jakiś ziomeczek. Upyra.
Maybe he was right.
Co się dzieje? Szalik. Kolejna pocztówka. Myślałem, że z nim mam pogadać. Tak wyglądało. Świat wokół nas. Nowe zadanie. Później zrobimy taki run po wszystkich zadankach. Jak już pozbieramy jak najwięcej z nich.
That's him. The one with the book. You oozing carbuncle. You ain't had enough of Warsaw yet? So you're sticking your nose in on people here? You know what happens to fellas who sniff around where they ain't supposed to?
Brzmi jak ja.
Nirów don't kid around with them.
I just wanted to stop by.
He must have shit his pants. You'll have to find yourself another laundry.
Ech, cóż. O, 2 miał zdjąć, przecież zdjęliśmy klątwę z niego, o co chodzi? W sensie to wzmocnienie. A, są 2, dobra. Trzy. Cieniasy. Ale zmiana ustawień graficznych pomogła, grać się działa dużo lepiej. Nie przeżyję tego i tak. Dobra, na tym będziemy kończyć. Dzięki, że oglądaliście i słyszymy się jutro. Cześć! No, zapiszę, bo wczyta się gra. Bo D8 jest też szybkie wczytanie gry.